How do people? It's Jake Vapes back at it again, this time with, as you can see, a lovely Dovpo AYCE Mini. This one I've got in the lovely Cyan Ice, so I'll show you the device in a moment. But let's just see what you get in the box. So let's open her up, nice and easy. So obviously in the back is going to be the, lovely massive map style, no one ever reads jobby, and then 7 years trying to afford her back up and get her back in the box, but this one doesn't seem too bad for that. So let me just have a quick little read. Dovpo AYCE Mini User Manual. Has a cartridge, an LED light, airflow adjustable, the device, and a Type-C interface. And then it obviously goes into the specs, and it is obviously 2mm capacity. Resistance of the coil is 0.6 ohms, and it is 1000 milliamp, and it is snap top for fill. Also in there, obviously you would get the device with the cartridge. You also get a lovely USB-C. Is that still sealed? It is still sealed. So you'd get a USB-C sealed in a little bag, but it is one of the smaller ones, but I suppose most people have got the bigger ones. So the most important thing that you want to know is, what does the device look like? Does it look like that? Does it look like the colour of the sticker on the box? Or does it look completely different and look like this? Look at the glimmer on that. Isn't she a beauty? So there's the indicator light. So it does tell you without a screen, so the 1000 milliamps should last better. There is the USB-C port on the base, and as I said, this one is the Cyan Ice. I believe they do also refer to this as the Cyan Blue, but on the box that I received, it did say Cyan Ice. It is also available in gold, lemon green, navy blue, peacock blue, pink, a purple to pink sort of gradual change. Then there is the red, and then the sunrise sky, which I really quite like the sound of, because that sort of goes from sort of sunset to blue skies. But yeah, lovely looking little device. So let me just move these boxes out of the way, put that back inside. Sorry about the faffing, guys, bear with. Okay, so yeah, here is the device. Now when you do suck on it, or pop the cartridge in, or the pod, whatever you want to call that. I really call this a pod, and I call these cartridges, but call them what you know, that's a pod, this is a pod device, however. So yeah, there is the indicator light right there. Now, you did say it flashing blue as I was putting the cartridge in, but that's because if it's 70% to 100, you would see that as green. Then it goes blue when it's between 30 and 70, and then it would be red when it's between 0 and 30. When I see it go to blue, I'm normally like, yeah, I'll give it another hour or two, then bang it on charge. It's very rare that I let them get down to red. I did also mention that it is top fill. Now, this is my lovely dirty mouthpiece. It's not really that dirty. It's actually not that bad. You literally, one thumb, pop, boom. Now, you have seen others do this. There is the fill side, and there is the air release, basically, so that you can fill it, and you won't get any sort of airlock or those kind of issues. So you do need to remember that when you are filling it, not to overfill. So when you're putting the juice in, let me turn it sideways a bit so you can see. So when this level is being filled, this will fill up first and go to there. Now when it reaches this little top bit, it may start pissing out juice. So put a little bit in. Make sure on this side where the hole is, not the fill hole, the other one, is a little bit away, and then stop, and then this will settle and level, and then you can fill again and do that. Find out the best way to fill them. So yeah, nice and simple like that. So yeah, beautiful little device. Clips back on. I'm not really sure about the clip on. I do like the ease of just clipping it off and clipping it back on, but I always worry that the little grippers on the inside here, after so many uses, will just wear down and then it won't stay on. But that is the whole thing that you throw away. So if it lasts a month, you've got a good coil life. Now, speaking of lasting a month, I usually, I don't know if people will know this, but I am usually on my Oxford X Slim, or Slim, SE2, I'm on the Oxford's devices. So a comparison in size, we can see that it is a little bit shorter Well, actually, yeah, set pods off, and you can see without. There you go. There you can see the airflow, very similar on the sides. The back, obviously, you know, there'll be different colours and designs. And then the other side, and then the USB. So it is very, very similar. And another thing they have done, so as you can see, the Oxford pod goes straight in, but it does also work in the Dovpo. So yeah, the Ace, or the Dovpo AYCE Mini, does also take the Oxford pods. I don't know how Oxford feels about that, but it is quite a clever little design. So if you know, you're a store stockist and you just want to stock the Oxford cartridges, whatever, you could buy this device, and if people like the design of this device more tthan this one, or the other XLM ranges, because it's not just this one, this is just one that I had to hand to show as an example, you could just stock up on them. And the same, if you prefer the taste of these to the taste that you get from the Dovpo ones, then yeah, it is compatible. However, I did notice they were a little cheeky. They're, oh, it does fit. I genuinely thought it didn't fit. It does. That's a very snug fit, though. Hang on. It did that perfectly. There we go. I don't know if that works, though, if it'll fire. Oh my god, it does. So yeah, all right. So they're not as sneaky as I thought. Cheeky, whatever word I said. So yeah, so basically, well, either way around. So if you prefer those, you can buy it for that. You know what I mean? But I do like that ability, because there's a lot of stores that have an issue where, oh, I'm not going to buy loads of different cartridges, loads of pods, loads of different coils, heads, blah, blah, blah. They're not cross-compatible. I'm wasting money. The old ones, let's just say that this was the older device, and they'd got like 1,000 of of these, and they were no longer stocking these because they just weren't popular. They've got these, and they're wasted. But then if another device comes along and can use them, then yeah, I like that, and I'd love to see these two do a collab. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know if they have spoken to each other, but I would love to know Oxford's thoughts on this. But yeah, definitely have been loving this device. Back to the coil life. I know I'm saying coil life and it's not a coil, but it has a coil in it, so it is a coil. I have been on this for, I would say, 3 weeks. I would love to say month, but for some of you will know I was ill, so I wasn't vaping. I am finally now over it, so thank you for all the loves and hugs in the chat. But yeah, there you go. This is the Dovpo AYCE 1000 milliamp USB-C adjustable airflow, and yeah, all in all, solid. I would say that is an 8.5, 9.5 out of 10. The only things I would change is if this, maybe they've got one, would take replaceable coils, but this is the mini version, so maybe the Pro, the bigger one that has the screen, has replaceable coils. I don't know, but yeah, solid. Well, I said 8.5 to 9.5, so I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Absolutely love the design as well. So there you go. There is the review on the lovely Dovpo Cyan Blue or Cyan Ice AYCE device, the Mini. Cheers, guys, for watching.